Welcome back to another trade recap. I'm in the new crib. Got a new crib. I ended up taking one short here. This is actually my second time recording this because I had the wrong scene on OBS, which fucking blows. But ended up taking this short right here. Stop above that fair value gap, and then I targeted actually this first internal low right here. Pretty sure, right? I did, yeah. This was yeah. So I ended up taking this short right here. Reason being that I didn't take this short off the SMT and the change entry is because trade of 8 was down and Loki cooked me. So kind of want to just run through what my bias was coming into the day. So on the 4-hour and in the overnight session, yesterday we had this big move to the downside yesterday, and we ended up opening up this 4-hour fair value gap. Now, last night I said to myself when I looked at the charts before I went to bed, I said I want to see us come into this 4-hour fair value gap, build more price action, generate more sell side liquidity for us to have a sell model in the morning. So in the morning, what I wake up to is we end up taking buy side. We have this bearish SMT that we end up putting in place with ES, and we also have this 1-hour change, right? So we end up having this 1-hour change and we get below these down close candles. So when I immediately come on, I know we are bearish bias. I want to see these lows become the draw. I want to see us take these lows. Now, scaling to the 15-minute. On the 15-minute, let me replay price here. Oh, what the fuck? So what I wanted to see coming into market open was I wanted to see internal manipulation, so these highs get taken and for us to move lower. So I wanted to take a short at market open, but again, it moved so quick. I'm not gonna lie, I was super frustrated with this because I wanted to take a short. I knew we were going lower, right? I just wanted to wait for the right opportunity, but it just ended up moving too quick. My risk would have been cooked. Yeah, so just ended up not taking this. It just moved too quickly. I wanted to wait for a rebalance. Ended up not getting a rebalance. Let me actually mark out this internal low here because I'm pretty sure this is the one that no, it was the one lower. Yeah, it was this one. So we end up not taking this internal low. We end up just putting in relative equal lows. And at this point in time, I'm expecting for us to take this low, so I really am just sitting here being patient. But we end up not taking the low. We end up coming all the way back up. And really for the next like 15 minutes or so, we end up just kind of chopping in price. But we end up taking this internal high. And reason I did not take this trade, one being trade of it was down, so I literally could not physically fucking take the trade even if I wanted to. But two, the reason I didn't take this trade, and even if trade of 8 was working, I would not take this trade because at 7:45, if we take a look over at ES was about to take this internal high up here. So we were about to put in a bearish SMT on NQ. So at 7:45, ES is down here. We were so close to taking this high, and I honestly wanted to see ES take this high so we can have a bearish SMT. For more conviction to go lower. So I wanted to just wait and stay patient, and I really just said to myself, if this goes lower and I miss the move, I miss the move. I stuck to my rules. I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? And we end up coming back up, right? We end up ES ends up taking this internal high, and we end up putting in a bearish SMT internally. So now at this point in time, I'm extremely bearish bias, and I want to see the market go lower. We end up getting below this change, but again, cannot take this short because trade of 8 was down. So I literally cannot take this fucking short, and I literally just had to watch money fade away in thin air. But we ended up coming up rebalancing to this change in the state, and at this point in time, I'm still trying to log into trade of 8, and I was able to actually get in. I don't know if it was luck or if you guys were able to get in, if you guys use trade of 8, but ended up entering this short right here off the rebalance, targeting just this internal low. I was going to target this low down here, but I targeted this internal low for two reasons. I didn't know if trade of 8 was going to shut down again, or if I just got lucky and I got in and I was able to just enter a trade, right? So I just wanted to get out of this trade as quickly as possible, right? So I ended up taking this short, A setup, right? A plus setup. completely fine with taking this, completely fine with putting risk on the table. I'm extremely bearish bias at this point. Break even at this low, at the internal low, and then TP ends up getting hit the very next candle. So that was my trade that I ended up taking. Could have had much better risk, could have made a lot more money if trade of 8 wasn't down. But again, just taking my piece of the pie, bro. Really don't, like, I made my money, I'm getting off, you know what I mean? Ended up making around like 600 bucks today. Would have been like 2 grand if trade of 8 was not down and it didn't cook me. So, but very happy with the trade that I ended up taking today. I hope you guys took a trade as well and trade of 8 wasn't down for you, because that was fucking brutal. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys caught a massive dub today, and I will catch you in the next one.